Hi everyone. We are going to continue our unit on seniors today, and we're going to do a little bit of word work. So you can dig into your packet and find your word sort worksheet. Our objective today is to identify which items are singular, that means one, and which items are plural, and that means two or more. And what is one way we can tell that really quickly? I'm going to give you a hint. You can look at how the words are spelled. Most plurals end with the letter S. So when we see seniors, we can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are a lot of people, seniors. Caps, there are 2 caps. That means there are more than one. So today we're going to work on this. I'm going to cut it out and do it along with you. I'm going to try something a little bit different this time. I'm going to record on the iPad and use this fancy thing to make a document camera so you can watch as I work. Let's switch over to that camera and we'll get started. Okay, let's give this a go. For this activity, you're going to need your word sort worksheet plus another blank piece of paper. You do not need to write your name on this sheet because we're going to cut everything out and glue it onto here. I'm going to move this out of the way. The other supplies we need are scissors, glue, and again, I don't have any glue sticks, so I'm going to use this and I'm going to paint it on with a brush. So we're going to start out by reading the directions. Number 1 says, cut out the words/pictures. So we're going to cut each of these out, each of these down here, excuse me. Then it says to glue the top section of the page to construction paper. You can use construction paper if you have some, or I'm just using plain white paper. You could also use notebook paper if you want. So we're going to do step 1, and then we'll do step 2, which is sorting the singular and plural words. So for step 1, remember we're going to just cut out this top part, singular and plural. Then we're going to glue it to the top of our page. But we're going to wait until we have our other stuff cut out. We'll do all of our gluing at once. So next we're going to cut apart our words. And our words are speaker, seniors, speeches, caps, ceremony, car parade, singer, and gowns. You should recognize most of these words from our lesson vocabulary. So what I'm going to do next is trim around the edges so they're nice and neat. And then I will cut the words out into little rectangles so we can sort them and glue them on our other piece of paper. There we go. Then I'm going to cut down the middle. If you need help cutting, be sure to ask. And they don't have to be perfect. I'm just cutting them quick since I'm doing a video. Then I'm going to cut each one apart, and we'll make a little stack of them so we can pick one at a time and decide if it is singular or one item, or if it's plural, which means 2 or more. Almost done cutting these apart. You can work along with me. If I'm going too quick, you can pause the video. If I'm going too slow, feel free to skip ahead. If you feel like you have a good understanding of singular and plural, I'd like you to pause the video now and try to sort without me. If you would like, you can also do it along with me. So we're going to start out by gluing this top section right here. It says glue the top section of the page to construction paper. And remember, I'm using white paper. Then we're going to sort the singular, 1, and plural, 2 or more words. So we're going to start out by gluing this down. I'm going to paint a little bit of glue on here. Again, I don't have a glue stick, so I'm using, it's puzzle glue, but it's a lot like rubber cement. It's nice and easy to put on with a paintbrush. It works just fine. You do not have to glue this if you don't want. You can just cut apart and practice. Then you can do it multiple times if you'd like to. You can practice several different times. All right. Let's get a little stack going here. Our first word is speaker. Is speaker singular? Remember, that's one. Or plural, two or more. We only see one person there. And remember, we talked about looking for an S at the end. There's an S at the beginning because we start at the left and go to the right. But it says speaker, so it's singular. There is one speaker. So we'll glue that down here. Speaker. Next, we have speeches. Look at our picture. We can use the symbols to help us. See, there's one square here, 1, 2 there. So at graduation, we might listen to speeches, that means more than one, from several people. Remember, we talked about how people from the community or a senior student might give a speech at graduation, and our principal. So we'll listen to several speeches. All right, our next word is seniors. And we looked at this already. What does it end with? That's right, an S. And there are several of them, so plural. Seniors is plural, more than one. So we'll stick that down there. Next up, we have ceremony. And remember, this year our ceremony is going to look a little different than it usually does. Usually we have ceremonies on the stage or in an auditorium. This year our ceremony is going to be by video. And how many ceremonies are we having? Looks like just one. So that means single or singular. Another way to remember singular is, are you single? Do you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? If not, you are single, because there's just one of you, singular. All right, next we have singer. Would singer be singular or plural? How many singers do we have? Just one. That is singular. If it said singers with an S at the end, then we would say it is plural, but we only have one singer. Next, we have caps, and I see 1, 2 caps, so there's more than one, so we know that's plural. Then we have car parade. I see 2 cars in this picture. That's kind of tricky, isn't it? Because there's 2 boxes there and 1 here. But is a parade plural? How many parades will there be? Just one. So car parade is singular. That's kind of tricky because there might be a lot of cars in the parade, but there's only going to be one parade. And our last word is gowns. And this is a straightforward one. It ends with the letter S, and we see 1, 2. It is plural. It means 2 or more. How many gowns would we need for graduation at Pathways this year? Maybe 18. So this is the end of this activity. Did you get the same answers as me? Let's review. Our singular words were speaker, ceremony, singer, and car parade. Our plural words were speeches, seniors, caps, and gowns. Great work today, everyone. We will work on our next worksheet tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Bye.